What's up, guys? Haven't made a video in a long time. Pretty sure my last video was actually of my 2013 Mustang GT, and as you can see, this is not a 2013 Mustang GT. This is my 2015 GT Performance Package with Recaros. So let's have a look. Here's the interior of the car. It is the base model. I didn't get the premium this time, just because I got such a great deal on this base. I got it with like 100 miles on it, and it has, well, it's not telling us. It's got about 400 on it now, so I've had it just about a week, and I love the car. I do. It is very, very different from any of the previous gen Mustangs, just with the handling. It is a bit heavier, excuse me, than the 11 to 14s by, I think, like between 70 and 100 pounds, which I noticed. I felt like my stock 13 GT was faster than this one is, and basically they were optioned the same for their respective years. That one had the track package, so it also had the Brembos and the 373 rear end. And this one has the new Six-Piston Brembos, which are amazing, and also the 373 rear end. So a little bit about that car. Here, I'll give you a little back shot. It was almost full bolt-ons. It had JLT cold air intake, Borla S-type mufflers, MagnaFlow off-road X-pipe. I did have the Boss 302 intake manifold on there for a bit, and I ended up taking it off just because it didn't work well with the car for me and my tune. I lost power and torque, so I actually went back to the stock manifold, had it ported, and then retuned, and the car made 438 horsepower and 417 pound-feet of torque to the rear wheels, which is very impressive, especially for a car that was still on stock headers. So that thing really ripped. I'm hoping to get similar numbers with this one, hopefully a little more power, because with these 15s, the way the exhaust is set up, you do actually have to go with long tubes and off-road mid-pipes to get rid of the cats. And then this box over here, or these boxes, are my gunmetal SVE drifts, which will go on here eventually. But I do like these performance package wheels, so I'm probably going to wait until the tires need to be replaced before I put those wheels on. So plans for this car. Probably bags. I think bags are going to be the first thing that I will save up for. Let's take a little look under the hood. The release is still there. This gasket is being weird for some reason. But let's take a look. The underhood appearance got a little facelift. Give me a second, I'll put the camera down, I'll be right back. Alright guys, so here it is. This is what the 15 looks like. The intake manifold they redesigned. I'm told they took elements from the Boss manifold and basically gave you the best possible power curve and torque combination throughout the band. So one thing I've noticed with this car compared to my 13 is that it does take a little longer for the power to come on. I'd say in my 13 it came on right around between 3,000 and 3,200, and this one it's closer to 4. But once you get on it, the power just rips, and it rips all the way through. And as far as I can tell, there's not a power drop off or not as dramatic a power drop off in the higher RPMs as there were with the 11 to 14s. So like I said, incorporating elements of the Boss manifold while maintaining your torque down low. The manifold that comes stock on these cars performs better than the Boss manifold through and through. I'm pretty sure they tested a Boss manifold on here and it made no difference whatsoever. And you lose torque with it, as you guys probably know. So if this remains an NA setup, or unless I go turbo, this I may swap this for the Cobra Jet, but unfortunately you do have to get aftermarket motor mounts for that, so you can lower the engine a bit because it sits high and there's not enough room for the Cobra Jet to poke out. That, or you can shave it down. I don't know, but I would have to see about that. But for now, I'm gonna get this manifold ported, headers, intake and tune, excuse me, and a catback, and we'll see where the power numbers are. You know, and hopefully I can make this thing scream. Discussing the drivability of the car on a daily basis, it's amazing. I love it. It is worlds smoother than the 11 to 13s were, and probably really any previous generation. I mean, they really stepped up the quality, the ride quality, and then the quality of the materials on the inside. Of course, there are going to be some complaints. This is an American car still. That hasn't changed, obviously. But I mean, I really love it. This is cute. Ground speed right there on the speedometer. They really went with sort of an airplane themed setup in here. I don't have the key, so it's telling me that. 471 miles on the odometer. Let me talk about this shifter for a second. This shifter is so much smoother and much more precise, I would say, than the 11 to 14s. My 13 had terrible shifting issues. Had the synchros replaced once. My clutch would stick. The clutch pedal feel would get really soft after, I'd say, you know, a couple high RPM runs. And this clutch is very consistent, but it is very soft as well. So I may end up taking out the spring. And on this car, definitely going to go with an MGW shifter. Not going to take any chances with, you know, issues on this shifter. But for the time being and the power, I haven't had any issues with it. No lockouts, no gear grinding, nothing like that. So I know they beefed up the synchros for sure. But anyway, this is my 15. No more 2013. I had a great time with that car, and it was very fast for what was done to it. Made a lot of power. I was very happy with the numbers and everything. This dust coming from. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, onward with the 15. And anyway, I'll try to be more consistent with video making. Keep you guys updated on this car, what's going on. So thanks for watching.